Hey, time to play more Minecraft. I'm still currently making the house. It's taking quite a while. It's crazy how long it's taking just to make, like, a house. I mean, like, I've only finished, like, the one wall. Not even, like, a full wall. Just one wall. That's it. I finished one wall. And I did not put a ladder in yet. So that's what I'm gonna do now, because otherwise it's gonna be, like, impossible to build, to like continue building, because I have to do this every time I want to go down, which I mean I guess I could do, because if I leave this up, if I leave these blocks up, I could just like jump down, and then for ladders, then I'll just go out and mine extra wood for the ladders I need, because for ladders they just require sticks, so I guess you would need like extra you would need extra birch. You could just use like oak, which would be a lot easier to make. So actually I think I'll just leave these in till I need them. Pretty slow process to go down though. Good thing you can go down like 2 blocks without or 3 blocks without taking damage, because if you did take damage I'd probably die, because you know, pretty bad to take damage, because you know, if you take damage you kind of lose, and by losing the game you lose in the game. You know, it's true. It is a fact. Very true and fact. And I still have to finish 4 of these walls, so that'll take a long time. But I have to make sure to sleep, otherwise phantoms will spawn. And phantoms are kind of like these things that like spawn in and like they could fly. And by being able to fly, they like kill you. Oh, that was annoying. I thought it was the skeletons making it so that I couldn't sleep, but no, it was actually just the, it was the zombies. There were zombies at my door. Okay, so, I think I'll do this wall next. It's a pretty long time that'll take, because, like, after mining all of the wood, then I have to place it. Now, of course, like, placing is, like, instant compared to, like, mining taking a while, and having to find the trees and then all that. Of course, it'll be a lot easier just to, like, place, but, like, it's having to place down 4 walls is still annoying, because it's a long process just to put all these walls. And yep, I just make a few planks. Also, it's pretty expensive using like logs for the corners. Like I could save way more wood with like planks than logs, because I'd only need the amount of logs required to make 1 corner if I didn't use logs, because like a log makes 4 planks, of course. So if I simply used planks, it would take 1/4 of the logs. Well, not exactly, but like for the corners it would take 1/4, because it would only take 1 log's worth of corner, then 4. Of course, it's pretty tall. You have to go all the way up there. And it's weird because there's like a fog, except like you could see the fog follows your cursor. So like you could see that in the bottom left there isn't much of a fog, but then if I face the bottom left there's a bunch of fog. And that's just the way that it stops, like it makes it look like there's not like just a random like wall of not loading. Like that's how it makes it look more circular. Yeah. like a field of vision instead of making like a square, because how can you make a square field of vision? That'd be kind of impossible. Yeah. And of course, like once I turn up the render distance, it'll make it a lot easier to see, because then like you'll actually be able to see the ground, because like as you go up, the amount of ground that you can see is less and less until like it just looks like you're up in the sky. And especially when it's raining, like when it's raining, it lowers your render distance by a lot as well. Well, that was a wasted plank, so that's great. Keep messing up again. Yeah. Pretty high up, and I probably should have been like mining for like iron and stuff. That probably would have been like a lot better to do than just like making this really tall house, which would make a lot of sense. Heh, would make a lot of sense. Get it? Because it's like wood. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So like, of course, it would make a lot more sense just to do that than like to do something else, or like to do literally anything else to help the world in that. And you could see, because like as you get higher, like the fog, it doesn't make it look like things are loading out, but you can see in the corners, of course, that like things are loading, like are starting to stop rendering. And like you could see, like, yeah, as you jump, some blocks lower in the amount of like some blocks start disappearing. Usually the fog covers that up, but it's not doing a very good job. Now, like, if I face this way, it would do a decent job, but of course it's not a 360 way, because that would make it kind of hard to see. So, like, in the corners, you could tell that it is only, in the front, and it's just, disappearing as I go. Because, the render distance isn't just, like a far away thing. There's also an in-game one that you can't really change, I don't think, that is dependent on your render distance, that makes things disappear the farther you go up. And the smaller the render distance, the lower that you have to be above the ground for things to stop, like, start disappearing. Like, it's just now that like almost everything has started to disappear. But of course we're almost at like sky limit. Now if we were like not at sky limit, of course it would, like, you would see things, but if I still had the render distance of like 5, which is just horrible to have in the first place, but if I still had that render distance of 5, it would be pretty easy to tell that like that things are disappearing way earlier. I feel like when it's a settings and like somehow got a render distance of 1, that would be even worse. That would be horrible. I don't know why you'd want a render distance of 1. And we're all the way up. Halfway, well, yeah, halfway there. Whoa, wait, did you see that? For a second it showed the bubbles, because that was so weird. It showed like bubbles, like as if I was underwater. Yeah, this is way easier. Good thing I kept these in. Then I could just get rid of them as I go down next time. Or as I build the ladder when I go up. If I want a ladder. And you could see things start to load in. Chunks start to load in. You could see just on the left side. Or even the mountain. Only the top part of the mountain is loaded in. Now as I go down more, that part of the mountain should start to load in. Yeah, see, look. Yeah, as I jump, you could see that, like, the mountain right on the left side of the screen, it's disappearing. And, like, a little bit of the snow also. So, yeah, you can see how that works. Not that crazy of a thing, but you know, it's interesting. And I just gotta keep going down. Pretty big waste of wood. I could use it for like actually like playing the game, but I don't feel like that, so I'm just gonna not play the game correctly and just do this. It's pretty tall. Yeah, I guess I'll do this wall next. 2, 3. Now, like, of course, you can only place blocks you can only place blocks up to 3 blocks below you. So that's why I'm going up 3 and then placing the 6 planks and then doing that because it's the most efficient way of doing it. Because of course, like, jump once and then placing the blocks is really inefficient. Jump twice is okay, but doing 3 is the best, like, most efficient way. So I hope I didn't make too many planks. I mean, judging from the amount of planks this is taking, I definitely didn't make enough, but you know, if I do make too many planks, that'll be quite bad. Because like a stack of planks is 16 wood, so yeah. Okay, already done with that. You can see I am starting to run out of wood. Now, if I did the calculations correct, I should be like, I should still have like a bit more than I needed, because of course, like, that was the numbers I calculated was from sea level, which sea level is a bit lower than the house, and the house was already pre-built it before I decided to make it like sky height. I already pre-built it to be like I think at least 10 or 20 blocks above anyways, so didn't matter. You can see things starting to disappear. Now it's becoming nighttime, which isn't too bad, just like I have to watch out for like there being like enemies on the stairs that I made, because like even like just a bit, like, yeah, as long as it's in the same chunk, I'm pretty sure like enemies are able to like spawn below me. So that's pretty worrying, but you know. And also, like, I slept last night, so like phantoms aren't gonna spawn, which are would be a pretty big concern, like especially when I'm up this high, and like they could very easily just knock me off. Now, if you don't know what a phantom is like this thing that like flies a bunch, like flies and kills you if you don't sleep. So you know, not the best. You can see chunks starting to disappear. The fog turned to nighttime fog, of course, because like it's nighttime. If it was white, just like daytime fog, or like light blue, it would be pretty weird. Yeah. Okay, getting pretty close to the top. And after I finish this wall, there will be only one wall left, and then I could actually like do something productive in the game. So that'll be pretty epic. Have to keep refilling the planks twice as much as the logs, of course, because I'm placing twice as many planks as I am logs. Now it'd be even worse if I was doing like twice the amount of logs to planks, like if there were planks in the corners. Like one, that would look pretty horrible. And also that'd like make it way more expensive for the amount of logs I need to chop down. It'd take way longer. But also have to be pretty careful with the amount of things I make. And I'm already up here. Cool. Looks like I'm in space because you can't actually see the ground below me. So it just looks like I'm in like the end dimension. It's like this thing where like this dragon spawns and there's a bunch of endermen. Yeah. I don't even think that phantoms can spawn up here, so that's pretty neat. Or pretty good. Because they spawn like 10 blocks or like 20 or 30 blocks above you. Maybe not 30, maybe 20. Around there. So like maybe if you like lived up at sky height, they wouldn't be able to spawn because you can't go above 256. Or like enemies can't spawn above there, I don't think. Unless they can. Which would be pretty bad. They could. You can see the ground spawning back in or loading back in. And finally back. Time for the last wall. Zombie sees me. Pretty annoying if he breaks my door down. That'd be like really annoying. Hopefully he doesn't. That would be bad. Ooh, oh, Enderman? Enderman. I hope I angered him. I angered him. Yeah, I was thinking about it and then I did it. Oh, that scared me so much. Oh my god. Yeah, okay, I think I'm good. Oh my god. Yeah, bruh. Did the Enderman really just teleport away? I hate it when they do that. Yeah, come on, get over here. Yes, finally. Yes, get over here. I've been waiting. Oh my god. It's so annoying when they just teleport away. Like, come on, dude. Yeah, see, look, he just did it right in front of me. Like, he just, like, doesn't care anymore. And he dropped an ender pearl. That's pretty great. Because that means I'm already a third away from the goal of course, 12. There's also a chance that, like, I'm not going to need 12 ender pearls because there's a 1 in 12 chance for each. No, it's 1 in 10. A 1 in 10 chance for each, frame of the ender pearl, of the, end portal to spawn in with a pearl already in it. So, with that logic, that would mean that there's probably going to be like 1 to 2, like that there's going to be 1 to 2, because of course like 12 things, that means that there's a pretty good chance that there's going to be 1, because 10 is lower than 12, and of course like there's 1 in 12 chance and there's 10, that means that there's like there's going to be at least 1. Now, of course, there's also a good chance that there's going to be 2, because, like, 10 isn't a perfect thing, so, like, the chances of there being something is, like, there's, like, highest chance of there being at least one. Then then there being 2, then there being 0, then there being 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's a better chance of there being 2 than 0, I think, because like 12 in 2, there's a 1 in 6, so there's a 10 in 12 chance that there's gonna be 1. But then there's a 5 in 12 chance that there's gonna be 2. But then there's, well, no, because, yeah, 10 and 12, and then 5 and 12 for 2. But then there's, like, a 1 in 12 chance of there being 0. So, like, let's see, 3, that would be, like, a 4 in 12 chance. So there's even, like, still a higher chance of there being 3 in the frame than 0. But, of course, there's still a chance that there's 0, and also, like, on the process of finding the end portal, you also have to make Eyes of Enders. Well, you have to make Eyes of Enders anyways, but, like, you have to, like, find the end portal, and then, like, and, like, on the process, like, some of the Eyes of Ender might break while you're searching for it. So, in the process of searching for it, you're gonna, like, also have to, like, use some. And if they break, then that would be quite bad. But of course that's why you need 12, because even if there's 11 out of 12 eyes in there, which is like a 1 in 100 billion chance, even if there is 11 out of 12, you're still gonna need 1. But if that 1 breaks in the process, then you still need to get another one. So you would at least want like 2 or 3. So then even if like one of them breaks while trying to find the portal, oh my god, yeah, even if one of them breaks in the process of finding the portal, you're still gonna want one of them. So then it's not like, oh no, what do I do? Like, yeah. Now it's gonna be a lag spike because I just had to plug in the laptop. So, yeah, even if it's like 11 and 12, even if it's in 12 and 12, which like 12 and 12, like Bedrock only has like 500 million seeds. Yeah, 500 billion seeds. So even if there's so there's not even a good chance of there being 12 and 12, because like 12 and 12 for like a 1 in 10 chance for each one of the 12. That would mean that like that's a 1 in 1 trillion chance. That's a 1 in 1 trillion chance, right? But like so no one even knows if there is a Minecraft seed on Bedrock Edition with all 12 in, because with there only being 500 billion, that means that there's only a 50% chance of the seed even existing, which we don't even people don't even know if it even exists. So there's a 50% of that even existing on one seed in the game. No one knows if it is, but like but even if, let's say that there was 12 and 12, or you're playing on Java where there's like 4 quadrillion seeds, like, yeah, that's, of course, there's going to be a bunch more on that. 4 quadrillion seeds. That would mean that, like, even if you had 12 and 12, you're still going to want 1 to find the end portal. But then, like, if it breaks, which there's like a 1 in 4 chance that each time you throw it that it's going to break, or it might be 1 in 5, it's one of those. Like, even, like, if it breaks while throwing it, you're still gonna need another one, so you'd still want, like, 2. 3 if you want to be safe. So, like, even if there's 12 and 12 filled in, and you don't know, like, if you don't know the coordinates, then, like, you're still gonna want, like, 3. Of course, you wouldn't need 3, you'd only need 1, but there's not a guarantee that it's gonna, well, there's a pretty high chance that it's not gonna survive. Getting pretty close to the top. Yeah, so the end portal fight will be pretty interesting. But like, I don't know if it's gonna work. It might work. But like, of course on Bedrock there's like a lot of glitches. On my other world, like, it actually crashed my game, so I had to like, I had to put it back to like a version like from June. Like it crashed in December and I had to like turn it back into a version in June from last year. So that was pretty bad. Because like the end portal fight, it like crashed the game, and so I had to go back onto a backup. I only had one backup at the time. I learned that maybe I should make more backups of the game. So yeah, now I know, of course, to make more of those, because that was pretty bad. So of course now I make a backup every few weeks on that world, because otherwise it might happen again. Bedrock's pretty bad for these glitches. Everyone knows that. So, end fight on this is gonna be pretty interesting. Of course, they're fixing the bug where like the end acid from the dragon, like it hits you 3 times per second, which is like super overpowered because like why should any enemy in the game in Minecraft, like every enemy in the game in Minecraft like can't hit you that much because there's like a cooldown. It's like they can only hit you at most one time per second, right? But then the end acid, it hits you 3 times per second, so then like either it fully kills you or it just brings it down to like a few hearts. And we finished that. Oh, as I say that, the thing doesn't work. Okay, finish the house. Pretty boring design. It's just like 4 birch things, and it's like 4x4. It's pretty okay though. Not the worst. Shouldn't have jumped, yeah. Now we can get rid of this. Shouldn't have done that, yeah. Now if I just stand in the middle, of course, like make the player take up 2 blocks at a time, half and half, I could just do this because like the speed of a stone axe isn't fast enough to destroy the block before I can fall down. So by the time I get down there, it's almost fully broken. Well, like not really, but like it's broken enough. And then I just go down decent speed. Then I'll just destroy, because I want to destroy this so then I can pull a ladder, because how would I get up otherwise? Not making a staircase because I want to have like an actual like area for the house, because otherwise it'll take up the entire like house just going up a staircase, and then you would need a staircase for each thing, so that would take up a lot of the house. And yeah, I was worried I was gonna fall there for a second, but I guess we're good. Cool. I'm gonna see how many sticks can 58 planks be turned into. 29. Gotta make as many as I can. Okay, that's a decent amount, but that's only gonna make 48 things, so that's not good enough. But I'm gonna see how far. Nah, I don't care. If I have extra things, I'll just. If I have extra ladders, I'll just use that. I don't care. Oh, I hit it wrong. Okay. Yeah. Like I might have extra ladders, but you know, if I do, then I don't care. I just want to make as many as I can, and yeah, now I don't have any extra sticks left over, so that's good. 64 plus 44 is like 108. So, oh my god, it's doing this thing. Okay. God, I hate it. I hate it when it does this. Now I have to finish this. And because you can't just hold down because the bedrock system's the worst. To like go one by one, and if you hit it twice, it just does that. Don't you love it when like the game isn't made good enough to actually like make it so that you can just hold down the ladder, like hold down the button to place a ladder. Instead, you have to go down one by one. And then if it does that when you're not even looking at that block, don't you love that? Isn't that like the best thing ever? Oh my god, that's like, I'm so happy that's a feature. I hope it's not a feature, actually. Hope it's just a bug, but it's probably a feature. Placing one ladder at a time. This is really entertaining. And I was worried about having extra ladders, but not sure if I'm gonna have enough. Well, I mean, I could probably get up there in 44. Yeah, I'll probably have enough. Probably. You know, you don't know for certain, but there's a chance that I do. Going up one by one is pretty fun. Actually, yeah, I'm not gonna have enough. I'm gonna get extremely close, have to fall all the way down, make more, climb all the way up, and then find out that I made too many, or didn't make enough, have to go down and make more, and then have like too many. Yeah, great, thanks. Fun. 32. That only makes 12. Ah. Where does all the wood go? When you make that many, like, so one log makes 4 planks, which makes 8 sticks, which makes three ladders and a few sticks extra. 3 ladders. Look at how thin these ladders are. Where does all the wood go? It's not even a full pixel thick. You can look, it's not even 1 pixel. It's like a 16th of a pixel. Not even, well, let's see. Yeah, it's a 16th of a pixel. Or like, let's say even an 1/8 of a pixel. If there's 16 pixels and it's an 1/8 of a pixel, you would need like whatever 16 times 8, 128. There should be 128 ladders for the amount of wood that you put in. Like, where does all the wood go? Like, of course, like, even bark, like, even, like, a log without the bark on it, like, that still is a full block. Like, it's not, like, a chest where, like, it doesn't take up the whole block. No, like, a log without bark on it, that is still a full block. So, where does all of the wood go? I mean, of course it makes sense, because, like, otherwise I'd be really overpowered. But still, like, 3? Like, at least give me 6. Like, 3 sticks. I mean, 7 sticks make only 3? That's an entire, that's 1 log less. I mean, that's 1 stick less than an entire log. Does that make sense at all? I don't think it makes any sense. I know it doesn't make any sense. There, and then a 9. Great. Let's see how much farther. 3. I'll just make 9. There, look. I just used 2 logs. Now let's turn. Well, plus 2 sticks. So 2 logs plus 2 sticks. That's 18. So we're not even accounting for them because that's not even a multiple of 7. So yeah. So 2 logs. That's 6 ladders for 2 logs. Why? Why is that a thing? Why? Oh my god. It's not even enough to. So somehow, 1 log makes 4 birch. Like, 4 planks, right? But then those 4 planks only make 3 ladders. 3. 3 of them would fill up 1 pixel. That'd be like a 16th of a block. A 16th. I mean, like, unless these planks are hollow, like they're just like balloons stretched as thin as possible, then maybe. But, like, I'm pretty sure they're not, because, like, they burn for a decent amount of time. So if they can burn, like, if they can burn for long enough to, like, actually, like, not fly away instantly, then I'm pretty sure that they're not hollow. Okay, at least I did not make too many because I did not have 3 left over. I had 2. So at least that. Thanks. Just put them there. What? Why is that one chunk loaded in? That is so weird. Cause look, it looks like you're in like a void, right? Like where like that is the only like where like there's just like a tube in the middle of space. It's just like a portal. And then there's just like a floating piece of grass next to your giant like straw, your giant space straw. There we go. Yeah. Okay. That's great. That's amazing. Still have a few stone axes over, which is can't complain about that. I mean, technically I could, but like, okay. So this was a completely useless project. I mean, I guess it'll like lead to more like. I mean, I guess I'll have like a really big storage area. Even though it'd be better just to have like a flat area that would take like about like an eighth of the things, but you know, pretty great, amazing. Now I'm gonna go mining. There's iron in this chest. I'm just gonna use three, and some wood. 1, 2. Now, do I have any cobblestone? I have 2 cobblestone. Okay. Well, I guess I do need to mine, yeah. Okay. Okay, so time to mine. Probably should mine. Makes sense. You know, mining, you can't get materials without mining. Found a ravine a while back, but I don't know where that was, so, you know. You know, if I mine down, I'll probably eventually find a cave. That was a lot of lag. Pretty odd. Guess there's probably caves in this game, right? Probably. If there is anything. Is there anything? Be pretty epic. Okay, coal. That's actually pretty useful. I'd say coal's useful. Because, you know, you can't really make anything without coal. Or you could just, like, get trees and burn them down, but, you know, not as efficient. It's easier to get, like, 1 coal per block mine versus, like, mine a bunch of trees and then having to smelt them just to make coal. So, a lot easier. Plus, you get XP from this. So, and it's a lot quicker. This shovel's about to break. My stone spoon is about to break. So isn't that great? Oh, iron. That's actually nice. Iron. Yeah. Epic. So, what? Did I just mine that torch? Yeah. Bam, bam. Because I'm trying to make a staircase. Staircases. Now, I don't know how to turn on coordinates. Now finding iron, that's actually pretty nice. Finding so much iron, now I'll actually be able to like make more iron tools than just like the 5 iron that I found in a chest. I don't even, where did I get that iron? Wasn't it like a blacksmith from like one of the villages? I think it was, yeah. And finally, we've hit cave. Huh. That's nice. Now, yeah, so gravel, things like this, they're pretty scary. It's pretty scary when it happens. So I'm just gonna place down a bunch of torches under where there is gravel, right? And then just like, so I can have a pathway. And then using my amazing engineering skills, bam, look at that. A bunch of gravel fell. And it did not take up my entire pathway because torches somehow destroy a bunch of gravel and keep the gravel into like a neat little square to be held. However that works, yeah. So that's pretty epic. Yeah. Okay, whatever. Redstone, that is pretty epic. It's like stone that is red. Yeah. Okay, that's a dead end. And that's a cave. Well, I mean, it's still a cave, but, you know. You'd think we're in a mesa biome, but no. Because, like, the amount of gold that I found. Already found 2 pieces, or 2 veins. So that's pretty cool. And, of course, redstone. You know, like, I like the old Minecraft texture pack a lot, but, like, for some reason, like, there's, like, the lava that changes color a bunch. Like, I really like this lava, but then I like all the old textures of Minecraft, so it's, like, really annoying. So I have to keep this, like, I have to keep the default texture pack on to keep this lava, and it's so annoying. It's like, I hate this version. Well, not hate, but, like, I like the older version with the, like, the old textures, but, yeah. Looks like beans. Someone spilled their baked beans inside this cave. Huh. Okay, there is a lot of redstone, not... Okay, good news. There's a slime chunk. That's pretty epic. That is definitely a top 5 reason why to play Minecraft. Number 1. There's some pretty epic things that you can make with redstone. Number 2, the slime machines that you can make are also pretty epic. Number 3, it's a game. I don't know. Just want to find wherever this is. The noise are getting louder. There's whatever. We found some iron, so I'll at least be able to make another iron pickaxe. which of course is a good thing, because if I didn't get another iron pickaxe, I wouldn't have another iron pickaxe. Kind of needed to progress in the game, because like in the game, like you get wood tools, then you get stone tools, then you get iron tools, then you get diamond tools, then you go to the nether, then you kill endermen and get blaze rods, and then you make Eyes of Ender, you find an end portal, you go into the end, and you defeat the dragon. Of course, you could of course skip some of the earlier parts by like playing on Java, where like you could get an already created portal. It's probably the easiest way to skip the system, yeah. So you wouldn't need to kill any endermen, you just need to know the coordinates of the portal, which of course would make the game a lot easier. Yeah. Oh, I made a dropper. Well, okay. I guess I have a dropper now. Great. I meant to make a furnace. Now you may be wondering why I'm making a furnace. Don't I already have a good furnace right here? And yeah, no, I'm not gonna be putting ores in this furnace, because there's like this blast furnace which cooks things twice as fast. And you know, twice as fast is a lot better than normal, you know. Two. You can see all the way up to the sky. My house now has a skylight. Now, you may be thinking it already had a skylight, which is true. But now it has an actual skylight, because like before it could be blocked pretty easily. Now you actually have to go inside to block it, because it is as high as the sky. Now you see 5 polished stone, or smooth stone, plus 3 iron ingots, plus a furnace makes a blast furnace. Now I could have just gotten all of the ores a lot quicker. I mean, smelted it by like doing that immediately, but like, nah, it's not that bad. And of course, it's gonna take it's just gonna take slightly less time than it would have just to smelt all the iron itself, but it's gonna be faster in the future. Future 5, and then you put like 5 iron. No, wait, no, 3. I only need 3. I only need 3 iron. Now, of course, coal is pretty important. This is definitely the most boring part of the game, because at least I was doing something before. Now I'm just watching a bar go across the screen until like iron is finished. Cool. Now I could simply just make a blast furnace. Where is it? That is how you make a blast furnace, right? It's not? Oh, you needed 5 iron. Oh. Man, I did it wrong. So that just wasted 4? That just wasted 4 uses. I could have gotten it done already if I hadn't messed it up. That's amazing. Pretty epic. I'm glowing. Shiny. Finally. Okay, now time for the invention of the century. Look at that. Blast furnace? What is it? Crazy technology. That's what it is. It is, yeah. And of course it uses coal twice as fast. Does it? Yeah, it definitely does go twice as fast, yeah. Now, I got 11, so I could make 2 iron pick. I think I'll just make 2 iron pickaxes, which is 6, and then a helmet. Or maybe I should just save the rest, I don't know. Maybe 3 iron pickaxes. Nah, I'll probably find diamonds by the time I use up 3 iron pickaxes, right? I don't know. Actually, I'm gonna smelt the rest of that. Hopefully. Of course, I should also expand the farm. The farm's gonna be pretty important. The farm, okay, well, I have sticks, I have this. Oh, I actually still have 2 iron left over. Where did I put the rest of the iron? Oh, wait, it's still in the furnace. It's still in the furnace, okay. Cool. I could just cook the rest of that. And then, of course, now with 15 and 20, I'll make 2 pickaxes. Need a sword. And then I'll make... Ooh. You know, I'll save the rest. I'll save the rest. I don't need it. Aw, man. Wait, is that pillagers? Oh, those are pillagers. Oh, no. Those people are pretty scary. Oh, I should have made a shield. Yeah, actually, I'm going to make a shield before I fight them. I'm going to make a shield. Because if you didn't know, a shield is like this thing that like is made out of wood and iron. And like a shield's main purpose is probably to protect you, I'd say. So if you didn't have a shield, you'd be in more danger. So shields are pretty good. And then, yep, that's it. That's all it took. And then when you crouch, it like, oh, there's extra state. That's pretty epic. Did not know that. Okay, so then you see when you like crouch, it uses the shield. Now, it's weird how like the captain always like holds like a banner on his head. Like, I find that weird, because like, why? It's such an odd thing. Hello? Did they run away? Did you take too long? That would be pretty weird. Where could they be? Where did they... Oh, they're over here. I think, yeah. So they just... around... Where did they go? Did they just despawn? I think they just despawned. Can they just despawn like that? Where would they have gone anyways? Like, if it wasn't them despawning. Well, okay. Might as well go mine a little bit more. Saw iron, yeah. Iron. Surface iron, that's pretty useful. 2 iron. These caves are pretty useless. Just surface caves. Now these ones, then yeah, told you these are pretty useless. Yeah. Wow. pretty great, you know. Couldn't even find the pillagers. Where could they have gone though? Like, I don't get it. Yeah, I really want to find them. Guess they just don't despawn. I mean, they do despawn. And that one guy that popped back into the render distance, I guess he was the only one that didn't despawn because he was the closest to me. Huh. Hold on. Unless they went this way. Let me check this way. Oh. Okay then. Epic. Cow is the most dangerous animal in the game. Ooh, trident? What is that? Well, I mean, I just said what it was, so yeah, that's pretty cool. Strong as a diamond sword. Durability lower, but you know. Huh. Okay. There's the bat. I'm gonna go kill the bat. Oh no, I'm a trident. Okay. Well then. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm just gonna end this. So, yeah. Well then. Goodbye. Bye.